Hip, hip, hooray! Good morning, everybody. I am Charity, aka Nice Cops, reseller out of South Austin, Texas, and we're here to hang out, shoot the shitles, talk about reselling, all of that good stuff. So it should be fun here. We are going to get started here in just a second. I just want to get over here and get all of the things pulled up. If you are joining us over on YouTube, I have the chat up today so I can actually see what you're saying. So whether you guys are hanging out on YouTube or hanging out here, this should be fun. So this is our new way of doing it. And I think it's going to work out. So a lot of you guys probably originally found me over on the old TT, the old Tiki Takis. However, with the amount of rules and restrictions that they have for what you're allowed to say and what you're allowed to talk about, it's really hard for resellers over there because they don't want you to talk about brands. They don't want you to talk about buying things outside of, Tiki Takis. They just don't want you to do any of that. And so because of that, Justin and I were getting restrictions after restrictions after restrictions. We also were filling out a puzzle piece every 5 to 7 minutes, which was insane. And then we got bananaed. And then they told me I could have my live back. But then they said, if you ever get another violation, we're disabling and banning your account. So I was like, okay, TT. I see you. So we decided to do this over here now. So we are going live over here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we're doing reseller hangout. So this is basically your opportunity if you are thinking about reselling or you are a reseller to just kind of hang out with us. And if you've got any questions about reselling or you've got tips about reselling, please share. This is how we grow as a community, and that's how we're better together. We're all kind of at different stages of learning. I know we've got some new people in here. Hey, what's up, you guys? Jen, I see you. Right Way Sales is here. Just one more chapter's here. Parton, welcome in. Gemrat Jules is here. The Riz in the house. Guys, there's some really, Havoc is here, Pippi. There's some really great people in this chat that I would highly suggest going in and following them. Really good people. So I know we've got people from all different stages of reselling in here. I know we've got people that are thinking about reselling that said they wanted to pop on and hear about it. I know we've got people that have been reselling for a little bit, and then I know we've got veterans too. So feel free to ask your questions. There are no dumb questions or no silly questions. That's how we all get started. I mean, I got started watching Commonwealth and Laura from Wild and Almost Free, and Bearded Thrifter. I mean, Bearded's my man. He's my guy. He's awesome. So we all, get started somewhere, and that's where we got started. So what does Redway says? Have you thought of ever going to the? Oh, thank you, honey. To the Amazonies to sell. We've thought about it. We've toyed with the idea. I think there's a place for that maybe in the future, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be what I want to do all of the time. So one of the things I love, you guys know, one of the things that feeds my soul with this business is the ability to take things that were discarded or lost forever and giving them a second chance. So that's why I love doing garage sales. That's why I love I buy a lot of stuff off of Whatnot here from other people that source from storage lockers. I buy a lot of stuff from I Can Hustle All Day. I buy stuff from Arizona Pickin'. I buy stuff from a lot of you. And then I like to give those things second chances, as well as, like I said, garage sailing, rummage sales, church sales. There's something about that for me. I don't know what it is. It's this, I have to rescue dogs from the side of the road. I feel like I have to rescue humans. It was just like built and ingrained in my soul. And so for me, I feel like if I go over to doing like more of the Amazon-y situation, I feel like I'm just selling goods, which I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing to do as well. I think there's definitely a place for me to do that if I were to buy like bulk pallets of stuff. But I don't know. I think it'd be a good paycheck, but I don't know if it's going to feed my soul like this does. I don't even know if that makes any sense. But Parjan says, I want to sell but scared to get started. Parjan, are you scared to get started as far as doing like what we refer to as like static sales, which would be more like doing it on a platform like the Bays or the Ashi Marks or the Urkari Maze or the Depoppers? Is it more those kind of platforms, or are you scared to do it on Whatnot, or maybe you're scared to do both? Let us know, because I mean, I was terrified. Parjan says, I have a ton of inventory. Dude, that reminds me so much of myself. Like, so at the beginning of last summer, I had an entire garage full of stuff that I had sourced. I was doing some listing on eBay, but I wasn't doing it full time. I definitely was what I would think of as like a dabbler or a super part timer. I used to be in marketing. That's what I did for a living. When my company basically dissolved my position, and then also I hurt myself. And so hurt my back really bad. And so I was at this weird place in my life where it was like, I felt like the universe was trying to tell me to make a change. But then I had all this inventory and I was like terrified to get started. So this is what I did. Some of you guys have been with me long enough to remember this. So back in last August, I did, maybe it was September, I did a 30-day push. So what I did is for 30 days, I went live and held myself accountable. And I was like, okay, today I'm going to get 2 items listed. And I got those 2 items listed on the Bay. And then 4 days later, the next day I would do 2 items. The next day I would do 2 items. And then 4 days later, I would do 3 items and I'd get those 3 items listed. So it was just a matter, I think, of like taking those really tiny baby steps. There's a book by an author called Darren Hardy, and it's called The Compound Effect. It's my favorite book. I talk about it all the time. It really helped me in a lot of my different careers and businesses in my life to realize how those tiny little grains of sand in a cup add up over time until your cup is like overflowing, and then all of a sudden you're successful, but it's all those little grains of sand until it gets there. And so really there's that quote that always says it starts with one, and I do fully believe that. It starts with one. It starts with getting 1 item in your home, finding out what it's worth by looking at like the sold comps in the Bay. If you don't know how to do that, there's a million videos on it. So just look that up, like how to look up sold comps, finding out what that item is worth, and then getting that item listed. Now, it may take you 4 hours to get that first item listed, but that's okay. That's okay. If we all start somewhere, you will get faster and you will get better at it. I promise you. Just one more chapter. As someone who is sold on there, it can be difficult. It can be. It's difficult. If you're talking about Smile that's a beast. That's a very competitive beast. I don't know if that's for me, but we'll see. Yeah, finding that out. Sophia's here. I'm so happy to see you. Grammy, it's here. Oh my gosh. Finds for you deals. Oh, there's so many. There's so many of you guys. Shy is here. Kiki. I am so honored, and like I hope you guys actually know this from like a human moment to human moment, how honoring it is for me to have you guys have found me over on the TTs and to have followed me over here so that we can hang out. It just feels really good. So I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we're gonna get started. Before we do, there's probably some of you wondering what this little thing is down here at the bottom. It says stickers and a rainy day. So I was talking to my good friend Bearded, and he said, make sure when you're doing these that you're putting up a couple things that people can purchase, because basically Whatnot likes that. And so I had just my stickers up. We don't have very many of them left. This is going to be, if you look in the buy now, this is going to be the last run of these stickers. And then I'm going to be changing my hair color. So I'm going to be getting new stickers. This is going to be something fun. This is Justin's idea. I think it's going to be fun. But anyways, so I was sitting last night and I was trying to think of something else I could put in. And I was like, oh, I could just put stickers. I could just put this. And then I remembered something my mom used to do for me. And like, I kind of am one of those people that like, if something comes into my space and it feels inside of me and I get those feels for it, or it makes me feel teary, or it makes me feel good, I'm like, okay, this is the universe's way of telling me I'm supposed to like do something about this. So my mom is no longer with us here physically on this planet. I believe that she's all around me at all times. But there's this amazing thing that she used to do for me. So she's just one of those people that was like really intuitive. She just knew when something was wrong. She could like pick up on those feelings of people. We used to joke that she had a sign on her forehead that said, hey, little kid, come talk to me. Because little kids would just come up to her and start talking to her, like as if she were Tim Allen on the Santa Claus. Some of you might not get that reference, but when he's at park and the little kids come up, start talking to him and tell him what they want for Christmas, that was like my mom. My mom was like a woman Santa Claus, basically. And so one of the things she used to do for me whenever she knew I was having a bad day is she would write me out a little personal note, like on a little tiny Post-it thing. And then she used to have these little stickers that she'd get like for free in the mail, and she'd seal it and she'd like slip it in my lunch, or she'd slip it in my backpack, or, I was a young teenage mom. She'd put it in the diaper bag. Like, I always managed to find these little notes. And at first, when I was little, I would read them right away. Then as I got older, I started reading them when I needed one. So let's say I was just having a really crappy day. Let's say, like in this business, let's say for instance, I got a cancellation, an upset customer, a return, something I shipped came back in the mail. I dropped and broke my scissors. My tape dispenser's not go. I mean, my lights burnt out. Let's just say you're having one of those days, or maybe you're having a day where you felt overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, look at this horde. This is insane. I can't believe this is happening. Well, how did I let it get this way? Right? We get down on ourselves, down on ourselves, down on ourselves, downward spiral, right? So, what I would do on those days back then, it wasn't reselling I would have a hard time with, but just life, I was having a hard day, having a bad day. I would save that little note for one of those days and I would open it up and it was always just be like a little message of positivity. Like it would feel like it came from like a human to a human rather than it just being like a card you buy from the store or, just a little like motivational thing. It was always something that was just like handwritten and thoughtful. And for some reason, it would always pertain to like what was going on in my life. And so, oh yeah, or hurt your back. Exactly. So, what I thought I would do for these, and I just made 10 of these. I didn't even know if anybody would even be interested in this, but I thought I'd throw it out there and to see is if you get this little thing down here, it's $3 plus like 73 cents for shipping. What it is going to be a little bundle of stickers, and then it's also going to be a little note. And that note's going to come sealed so that you can open it on a day when you are having my mom and I always call them our rainy day fun notes. So it's our rainy day fun note. It's one of those like I'm having a rainy day, I'm having a sour day, I'm having a bad day, and I just need like a little bit of something nice from a human that was handwritten. I don't know if anyone's going to be interested, but if you are, you're more than welcome to get one. And I just thought it would be something kind of fun and different. So we shall see. Auntie is here. Good to see you. Rob, welcome in. Don, welcome in. Oh my gosh, so many of you guys. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, let's head over to eBay. Now, for those of you that are new resellers, when you do sell items, if you're selling on multiple platforms, meaning you're selling on the Bay, you're selling on, the Poshmarkis, the Urkari Maze, and oh, Right Way! Oh my God, honey! Right Way just bought the rainy day note and sticker bundle. Oh, that makes me feel good. I hope you love it. I hope you love it. 9 left of those. That'll be fun. That's cute. That makes me feel good. Pokemon! I didn't know if anyone would even want these. I was like, oh my God, are these people are gonna think this is an insane thing. I just wanted something different, and we as a society, I feel like, not to go on a tangent or anything, but we as a society, I feel like have really lost human connection. Like there isn't, I look at like my nieces that they're like 12, 13, and I look at their lives right now, and it's not that their lives are bad, but it's like it's just so consumed with just what they are seeing and like watching and stuff, and there's no like human anything. So to be able to just get something handwritten, I think, I don't know, maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm old. It's the old nostalgia of me. But oh, speaking of that, you know what? Actually, Phoebes, you're probably not even on here. Phoebes, honey, I think Phoebes is the one that inspired this. I didn't even think about this. So you guys, I got a note from one of our friends here over on the TT, Miss Phoebes, and she sent me, this was like a week ago, she sent me this note that says, sending a little sunshine your way. And on the inside here, it says, just thought you could use a little extra today. And then handwritten, it says, all for the love of cottage cheese. All for the love of cottage cheese. Oh my goodness. I hope you feel better soon and healing is swift, from Phoebes. It was just a super nice little note that she sent me. I a couple weeks ago, I guess it's been like 10 days or something, I bent over to get a stinking spoon off of the ground. I was trying to dish myself up some cottage cheese for as a snack, and I bent over to get it, and I dislocated, popped my hip out, and pulled my back. And so it was really terrible and horrible. I had to go get it basically popped back into place. Anyways, long story short, that probably is what made me think about it. You've been a great positive energy for me, and I thank you guys. Oh, Right Way, I appreciate that. Man, we need it. I'm telling you, with the way that the world is now, I feel like we need it. Duck around and find out. I love that name. Okay, let's get started, you guys. Let's get stuff shipped out. Okay, the first thing we've got is over here on the bays. And so this is basically everything that sold in the last, like, I think 24 hours. So I think this is everything that sold yesterday and this morning. So the first thing we've got is a pair of 7. Now, this isn't a brand that I purchase and pick up all of the time. This is what it looks like. I don't pick these up all the time, but I pick them up if they're cheap at a garage sale for $1. And also, I kind of will only do it if like there's some embroidery or something on the back. Now, if you're a newer reseller, it's really easy to get these confused with 7 for all mankind. So just note that that is not what these are. These are not silver tabs. They are not 7 for mankind, all mankind. They're just called 7s. And they're not like huge, crazy, insane sellers. But I seem to just kind of steadily sell them. So if I can get them for, $1 to $3, I usually pick them up. These little capris sold for $13 over on the bay. So nothing super crazy, but hey, that's $13 we didn't have before. And that's $13 for me to go and get more stuff to source so that I can put it on whatnot for you guys to buy. Pookie Bear just unlocked. You're pretty great. Pookie Bear, I think you're pretty great. I think you're pretty great. Oh my goodness. Just one more chapter says we need more charities in the world, that's for sure. Oh, are you trying to get me? Are you trying to get me in the lovey heartstrings today? You're going to make me teary, make me cry. You better not make me cry. All my makeup's going to run off. I'm just kidding. I'm not watching. I think I have some old mascara from last night on. Emily, what's up? Peabody, good to see you. What did you do for work in your previous life? Ooh, right. Wait, that's a great question. So I'm 114 years old. I know I look really good for my age. So I have done quite a few things. I left home at 15, so I've just been kind of working since then. I've done a lot of different stuff. I've worked in clothing stores. I've ironed t-shirts men's dress shirts for a living. I've made curtains to help pay for college courses, which I didn't really do anything with, but that's okay. Let's see, what else did I do? That's kind of at the beginning. Then I was a mama. And that was a lot of fun. Love that. I wove hammocks for a living for a little while. And then my big main career is I was a hairdresser. So if you see my scissors here, and then I've got these tattoos here on my wrist and it says Kaboom, because that was the name of my salon, Kaboom. And then I've got these little money symbols, and these were my money makers. And I did that for a very long time. I also went back to school to a place called Jean Moretz, which is a hair school. And I got my teaching license there. So I taught doing that for a little bit. And then my mom got into a really bad car accident. And I moved back home to my little town in the early 2000s, opened up Kaboom. And then I stayed there for a long time. It was a great place to raise a kid, really small, little quaint town. Not as small as it used to be, but great little town to raise a kid in. So I did that for a very long time. And then my hands started to get sore, my shoulders. I don't know if anyone knows any hairdressers. The life of a hairdresser is not super long. It is really hard on the wrists. I filled up about 6 months ahead of time, and I did double clients all the time. So it was just back to back to back to back to back. So it was like a career, but like times 2. So I did that for many, many, many years. And then I wound up getting in. I kind of wound up falling into a marketing career without doing any formal schooling. I've always been really interested in like how like search engines work and how just like social media marketing and up and coming things. I'm just fascinated with it. And I love doing art. And so I got into doing some digital marketing that way. I did that. I did marketing and worked doing that for a health and wellness company for a long time. Then I managed a whole team of people and then decided I never wanted to do that again. And then after that, I worked for a couple different companies just doing marketing for them. And then that was the last thing I did before I started this. So that's a very long, crazy answer, but I've had a very long, crazy life. So there's that. Oh my goodness. Right. Says you are good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was a busy hairdresser for sure. I just, it's between the chemicals and what it does to your hands. It's just not, it's not something that you can do for a super, super, super long time and still not have issues. I was getting to the point where I'd be doing a client's hair and my hand would freeze like this. Like we used to joke, it's the claw. The claw decides who will go and who will stay. So I would have to put it behind my back and wait for it to relax and just stop what I was doing, talk to my client, and wait for that sucker to relax so that I could keep going. That's like the first sign of like carpal tunnel and tendonitis. And I was like, I don't want my hands to get to the point where I can't use them for anything. I love video game. I'm a gamer, so I love playing video games, and I loved doing stuff digitally online and creating stuff and being artistic. And I knew that if I continued with doing that would basically that would take it away. So yeah. Auntie says my hands do that. It's Auntie, it's a terrible feeling. Runs all the way down. It's like hot, radiating, freezing. Like, oh, it just freezes. Terrible thing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get these shipped. Now, I ship everything that is under a pound. I ship straight from the Bay. Anything that's over a pound, I use a company called Pirate Ship, and they allow you to basically get a discount on your shipping. I do flat rate shipping, meaning I charge the customer a set price. I then buy a label, and anything that's left over, I get to keep. For instance, I will show you what I mean with this. So this gal here, this is going to Emily in Iowa. Emily paid $6.99 for shipping. We're paying $6.25. So I get to keep that little bit extra for that shipping, and it helps to pay for the cost of my product. So most of the items I'm getting are at garage sales. They're anywhere between like $1 to $5 or more, just depending on the items. And so I'm able to keep my cost of goods, or your buy cost, some people will call it. You can keep that low, and if you keep that low and then keep your prices reasonable, it just makes for really good business practices. I get that sensation from sewing. Riz, woman, you gotta be careful. When you start getting that freezing feeling, that just means that's the start of like tendonitis and carpal tunnel. Make sure you're doing a lot of those wrist exercises. And I don't know if anybody in here has ever heard of red light therapy. I have a red light therapy gun that I got, and you just put it on wherever it's sore, and it helps to decrease the inflammation inside. You guys can look it up online. It's called red light therapy. You can go have it done. It's really expensive, or you can just buy one yourself. Just make sure you get a good one, do your research, all that kind of stuff. But it has really, really helped me with this. Right Way says, I'm a retired police officer. Thank you for your service. I was injured while on duty, so I'm permanently disabled, but I decided to do reselling since I love fashion and to help out. Right Way, that is such an incredible story, and way to take a situation that's sour, something that happened to you that's devastating and hard, and way to like flip that and just start doing something new from a positive place. That's really cool. That is to be commended. Seriously. Like, a lot of people, they get hurt or something like that happens and they just crumble, and then it's just like life goes downhill. But the fact that you're able to like kind of say, all right, this happened to me, this doesn't define me. I'm going to now take what I've learned from my previous, position in life and experience. I'm going to implement that into something new, and way to do that. I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's amazing. Connor in the same position, but you can only make so much money on disability, which sucks. Yes, and that is true. That is true. My mom, that's what happened to my mom. So, like I said, my mom was in a really, really bad car accident in the early 2000s. And she ended up getting something probably no one has ever heard of. It's called reflex sympathy dystrophy. It's basically a nerve disorder. So the seat belt from the car accident, she ran into a center median on I-5, which is a highway up in Washington State, in a big truck. Thank God she was in that truck, or she wouldn't have made it. But she got hit and spun out from some kids that were racing on the highway. She smacked into the center median, which was like this big concrete median. She hit it so hard that she moved the concrete median to the other side of the road. Literally, the truck was this was like a Ford F-350 mega truck. It was like condensed to like nothingness. So anyways, because of that, she ended up with a lot of those issues. And it's so hard because it's like my mom worked so hard her whole life, and she had her own business and everything. And then that happened. And the minute that happened, and we had to learn what it was like for someone to go on disability and how much you get, it's like an unlivable wage. It's an unlivable wage. I mean, I pretty much financially helped my mom out for, I mean, the rest of her life. We took care of her for the last years of her life. And so, yeah, it's not fair. I'm going to call it not fair is what I'm going to call it. Thank you. I was a dog handler for Department of Defense. Oh, right way. That makes me love you even more. Y'all know how I feel about pups. Oh my gosh. Auntie says I'm currently waiting for a decision on my disability. Oh, I'm so sorry. Guys, let's send some love and good vibes towards Auntie. Auntie is an incredible and amazing person. Let's send out some good, lovey, good vibes for you on that right now, for sure. New watcher / subscriber, thank you. Just want to say you were so fun to watch and inspiring to see someone like me who's just starting out. You're so welcome. Hey, I was so nervous. I was so nervous when we first started doing this. The only reason I really even started this business, and I know a lot of you guys know the story, but the only reason I even started this is after my mom passed, I had so much of her stuff. I had our whole household. I had her household. We had combined. And then my mom was also a bit of a hoarder. And so she had this whole huge, gigantic barn garage thing. And so I just had so much stuff. And I didn't want to just give it away. It was good stuff. It was, it meant something to me. And I wanted to give it a second life. I didn't want it to just end up in a landfill. And so that's what we did. We started out by just selling her decor. And then I realized, like, oh my God, you can actually make money doing this. And you can be your own boss. And I don't have to worry about my position being taken away. This has been such a crazy, crazy year for us because not only was my position dissolved with what I did for the company I was working for, but my husband's also. So my husband's is a little bit different. His, the company that he is working for is selling. And so they basically went down to like bare bones operations because they're trying to sell the platform. He worked for an online company for an app. And so they're trying to sell it. And so they're basically just down at bare bones. So I guess his was dissolved too. I guess you could say that. But so crazy. So that happened to both of us like in this like short period of time. Welcome to the new world, right? And so we are both just like going crazy with this reselling thing, and we're just going to make it work because we really like it. I think the other nice thing for us is, we get to work together every day, which is great. We've worked together in other businesses before. We work well together as long as we stay out of each other's ball field is what we call it. He's in his ball field. He mows his own grass. I'm in my ball field. I mow my own grass. We won't get into each other's business because I can tend to be a bit bossy. I'm sure you can only imagine. So I'm a little bit bossy. He likes to move at a slower pace than me. We have learned that we both get the job done. We just do it differently. And so he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. But it was so nerve-wracking when we first decided to go all in. I mean, I don't think I've even shared this online, but once we found out about his job and then we had to make the decision. The decision was this. The decision was either I go back to doing this just super part-time, and I look for another, job, probably commuting up to Austin. He goes and looks for another job. In the meantime, he wanted to start creating this new online thing that he's working on, which is his own project that he's doing. He wanted to do that. And so it was either we go full-time with reselling, go crazy, work 7 days a week, do the grind, which is what we're doing right now. And he gets to kind of work on building his own business as well as this, or we go work for someone else. And we went out one night and it's like minorly embarrassing, but that's okay. I don't mind sharing. This is how we all grow and learn together. We were out together and I have, I get a little bit of anxiety attacks from time to time. I get like, okay, those of you that don't know me, I'm neurodivergent, so things work a little different up here, and I get anxious and I get I have like a little bit of panic attacks from time to time. So we went out and it just like hit me. I could feel it coming on. I could feel the hotness, the flushness, the heart racing, the palpitations, all the nervousness. I could feel it start creeping up on me. And I started bawling. We were out at this little bar and I was just drinking seltzer. I wasn't even drinking anything. And I just sort of lost it in this restaurant / bar. And I'm over in the corner and I'm just crying and I can't make it stop. And I'm like, Justin's like, are you okay? He's like, do you want to leave? I'm like, I just need a minute. And I'm just like losing my mind. And it was that moment, that was the decision moment. It was like our D-Day. Either, it was just all the anxiety of everything came up. And it was like, either go all in with this and know you can make it work because you've seen it work for other people. I look at people that I look up to that are resellers that are doing well, especially Laura at Wild and Almost Free. Lee, she's been such a huge inspiration for me. I know what her and her husband are making. I know they're right up in Austin. I know that they're killing. She's doing so good. And she's been a huge inspiration for me. And it's like, I know if she can do it, I can do it. And so we decided at that moment and that day to just go all in with it. And it was probably so scary at that second, but now I like can't even imagine doing anything else. Like I love this so much, and it wasn't even that long ago. So if you're nervous to start this or you're scared to start this, I'm not saying quit your job, go all in. Like I'm not telling you to do that, because I don't want anybody to be like, that crazy girl told me to do this and now I'm not, making any money or whatever. Like it takes time. You're not going to be, I mean, maybe you are. I hope you are. I hope you are an instantaneous success. I hope you immediately start making tons and tons of money. But, excuse me, for most of us, it's just a learning thing. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve. It's a learning experience. I always say we're like, earning while we're learning. So it's like every day I get on here and I'm watching people's whatnots. I'm watching people's TikToks. I'm watching people's YouTubes. I'm watching what they're doing and I'm taking notes and I'm writing down brands and I'm learning and I'm stretching and I'm growing every day, because it does take time. I think that anybody that says, oh, you could start, like I see those videos and actually they make me a little annoyed. The videos that are like, start reselling, you can make money immediately right this second. And it's like, well, maybe if you got a bunch of Dooney and Burke purses up in the closet you're looking to get rid of, you can sell those real quick and make some money. But for most of us that are doing this, we're doing this either as a side hustle, we're doing this because we don't want to do what we were doing before, or our job position has changed, or we need a little extra income, or we've hoarded a house, or whatever the situation is. We're looking to make that extra money. And it takes time. It takes time, care, patience. You're going to mess up. You're going to screw up a lot. You're going to price wrong. You're going to get returns. You're going to do busted shipping. You're going to overcharge for shipping. You're going to undercharge for shipping. You're going to forget to wrap up 4 beautiful vintage little candle holder things and have them break on someone that you sell to them on Whatnot. How do I know that's going to happen? Because that happened to me. Like, it just happens. We all make mistakes. We all, I always call it failing forward. I know you guys probably do too. We all fail forward. That is how we learn. That is how we stretch. And that is how we grow. I'm always watching or listening to people who resell so I can absorb and learn. My kids are already familiar with you and love your pink hair. Fia Vivi, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm going to call you Fia. I hope that's okay. I'm going to call you Fia. I'm going to be changing it soon. So tell them they got something to look forward to. This is the end, guys, down here in our little Buy It Now. That's the end of our pink run stickers too. So if you haven't gotten one yet and you want to be able to like collect all of it, it's going to be fun. It's going to be like, let's just say it'll be a bit of a rainbow when it's all completed. I think that's fun. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I like stuff like that. Also, we've got 7. We got 7 left of these too. And these are this little bundle. It's stickers and a rainy day. So you're going to get a whole bunch of little stickers, and then you're going to get a rainy day note. Something that's going to come sealed so that when you're having a really bad day, whether it's with reselling or something else, you're going to be able to open it and it's going to be a little human to human connection. So I think it's fun. Yes, that's fine. It's a weird combo of daughters' names. Sophia and Vivian, I love that. Right way, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys can purchase those too and randomly gift them, just in case you're wondering. Although some people will be like, what am I getting? This is weird. This is also not 9 to 5. It's an everyday. Find deals for you guys. Okay, I feel a little verklempt. I'm a little touched, you guys like this. It was just such a special thing that my mom did for me that it makes me feel good. I'm not going to cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. Yeah, mix up orders. That's going to happen. It is hard work, you guys. Oh, I love that. 3 kids under the age of 5 and full-time job by itself. Dude, I can imagine. Lydia 78. I love that. I love that. That was my tipping point. You're right. OMG, I have the glowing color changing planet you have behind you. It's our bedroom nightlight. I freaking love this thing. This runs all day, every day. This thing has been on for like 7 months. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing ever. 7 months that thing's been going. We got it off the old Smile Amazon store. Oh my goodness. Was lucky to get disability started quickly when I got out in 95. Oh my gosh. I mean, the thing about disability, I think it's becoming harder and harder for people to get it. I have a friend of ours that should fully qualify. Fully qualify, shouldn't be an issue. And the rigmarole that he's had to go through to get disability has just been like, it's almost like a nightmare. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a real thing. I forgot to show you guys what we were shipping here. This is an authentic Apollo mission control patch. It had all these different mission controls, all the Apollo missions on it, all connected into one really cool patch. I actually got this from Arizona Pickin. If someone can tag Arizona Pickin in this, you guys have to follow him. This guy does storage units, and he is so careful about what he sells. Everything is like exactly how he describes it. Super nice guy, dollar starts, reduced shipping. I love AZ. He is such an amazing person. If you guys have an opportunity, thank you, just one more. If you guys have an opportunity to follow this dude right here, this is a huge, definite follow. Great stuff from him. So if you guys are wanting to see what this was, because unfortunately I already wrapped it up, I did put a post up on, I think it's in IG on my wall, and then it might be in the stories over on Tiki Taki. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to look, but it's a cool patch if you're interested in just seeing what it looks like. It's just it's a neat thing. It's a neat one. It's a good boy, and it sold for $36 over on the Bay. So we're gonna go ahead and get a shipping label here and do this. Does anybody else have any shows coming up? If anybody has any shows coming up, or has anybody that they think that we should suggest for a follow, does anyone have anyone that they think like, okay, yeah, you got to follow this person? Tag them below. Also, let us know when your guys' shows are. I want to make sure I get you bookmarked, because I'm doing raids all the time. So we're live on Whatnot every single day now. And so we're doing raids at different times of the day all the time. And like, I don't know who to raid. So make sure you put your shows here so I can get you followed. So hopefully it'll line up. So this is 12 by 13 by 1. 12 by 13 by 1, and it is 7 ounces. And 12, 13, 1. So we're going to pay $4.62 to ship this. This is going to Bob in Nevada. And Bob paid $5.99 for shipping. I don't remember what I got this from. I think I spent like, I maybe paid like $7 or something for this from AZ. And it sold for $36. So that's cool. And I love too how, okay, this is what I love about recycled items. Okay, I'm such a nerd about this. So what's cool is, okay, so here's a storage unit, a forgotten storage unit, right? Which means everything that's inside of that storage unit technically is like garbage right now, because either the storage unit company is going to come in and just clear it out and throw it all in the garbage, or it's just going to be, or someone's going to come in and buy it. That's basically the options with the storage unit, right? So what I love about this is like Arizona went in, bought this storage unit, found this item, ran it on Whatnot. I then purchased it, and now I can sell it to somebody. So basically it's taking that item that was like technically garbage inside of a storage unit that was just going to end up in the trash, and giving it a brand new life. Why do I love that so much? Why am I such a nerd about it? I don't know what it is about that, but I just love it. Like, it's like giving it a second chance. You know, I believe that people deserve second chances, and items deserve a second chance. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I freaking love it. That dude's going to be so stoked with that item. Oh my goodness. Par says, yeah, fortunately I'm approved. I will receive my husband's full retirement benefits. Whoa. That's a game changer, huh? 716, welcome in. Jack around and find out says, all 3 of my children are grown, 30, 29, 25. But just when you think the job is done, full-time job comes in the form of 5 grandchildren. Never ends. Woo! Duck around. You busy. You busy. Oh my goodness. God says, I'm canceling the show tonight. Oh no. What happened? Are you okay? I hope everything's okay. This is my good friend. Eaterist to God right here is a good friend of ours. Really nice person. Oh, Auntie, you have Meniere's. Whoa. That's no joke. I watched a documentary on that. True crime and documentaries about stuff is like right in my wheelhouse. I love that stuff. I love always learning. I don't know. I like learning. I like being a student of the world. There's one thing that I learned from my mom's illness is life is way shorter than what you think. You hear it all the time. People say life is too short, but man, it really is. Like any of you guys that have kids, you know this. When you're in it, right? Okay. When you're in it and they're little, it feels like it lasts forever, right? Like it feels like first grade's forever and third grade's forever. And then all of a sudden they're grown and they're older and they're teenagers or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like that time was so short. Like there's days I would give anything to go back to when my son was like 4 and just have a good old snack and a snooze, a cuddle on the couch, pop in Star Wars on the VHS like we used to, sit around, eat yummy foods and just hang out. It just goes so stinking fast. It's so crazy. All right. Next thing we've got here, this is, I'm not going to take it out because it's going to be impossible, but this is a Phantom Aquatics. This is a Marine Shorty wetsuit, brand new with tags. I picked this up at a garage sale, like 10 doors down from my house. I got it for $3 and it sold for $26 over on the Bay. Let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Now this one is going to be over our size cap. So this, or our weight cap. So this is going to be over the 1 pound. So I am going to go ahead and ship this using pirate ship. So how you do it is you just put it, in your little bag like you normally would. I'm going to tape this down here. I leave my bags open in my room. So in my inventory room, different resellers do this different ways, but I leave my bags open in the inventory room just so that they can have a little fresh air. I don't like when things are totally packaged up and everything's sealed. I live in Texas and I'm in the hill country, so it's very like moist here. And I'm just worried about things getting like a musty, dusty, crusty smell, or any sort of like mildewy or non-fresh smell. So I actually leave my bags open in my inventory. They just sit in bins all numerically organized, and then that way I can seal them when I go to ship it and it doesn't get any weird scents to it. I've tried it both ways. I've tried it with them being sealed and I've tried them with it not being sealed, and I personally think, just for me where I'm living, sealed is the way to go. Just one more chapter says, how is Isaiah? That is my son. Oh my gosh, thank you for asking. He's doing really good. I was actually just chatting with him. My son is like my BFF. He's my best friend. We talk every single day. And I was just chatting with him earlier today. And so he has been, some of you guys know this, not everyone knows this, but he has been creating his own clothing company. So him and a buddy of his have started a clothing company. It's called Coming Hot. It's this little symbol right up here, Coming Hot. And it's a fire and flame resistant line. So for like linemen, people that save us when the power goes out, our heroes, the linemen, it's for those guys. It's a little bit more of like a trendier line for them. So a lot of these guys wear just like, regular old Carhartt, or they wear like just regular, the clothing is just not very fashion forward looking. And so they've created this line with not only everything made in the USA, but it also has like a nice little twist to it. It just looks cool. It looks trendy, fashion forward. It's something that they can wear out while they're working, and then also wear out if they go out that night, or they're transferring between like work, because those guys, lineman guys, those literally are heroes. Like these are the dudes that are out when we're all hiding inside because it's stormy and snowy. These are the guys that are out and about, so they can wear those clothing safely at work, and then they can just easily transition into like going out to a restaurant or something like that. So that's what they're doing. So he's been working on that. Long story short, he's been loading and unloading bulk amounts of hoodies because they're getting some stitching changed on it. They've been loading and unloading. That poor kid loaded and unloaded like, I don't know, 50, 60 boxes yesterday. And like, yeah, I was talking to him this morning, and he's like, my back hurts so bad. He's like, my back's getting old. Oh my gosh. I said, we got to get you some KT tape back there. That's how your mama lives. Your mama, unfortunately, everyone in our family, we all have like terrible low backs. We're all really tall. I'm 5'9". My son is 6'4". My whole family is super tall. And I don't know if we just grew weird or something like that, but all our low backs are like kind of bad. And so he's feeling it. So I feel so bad for him. He's struggling, but he's good. Other than that, he's good. So they're getting so close to being able to have like the full first run of stuff released. Guys, it's been a labor of love. That kid, I mean, Isaiah, kudos to you. That dude has been working like 7 days a week at this. Like, he is a grinder. So cute little stickers going on. I appreciate you. Duck Round says, survivor of a heart attack in 2017. Whoa, that is a serious situation. brain tumor 2022, near fatal crash in February this year, still walking, talking, and going to work every day. Duck around. Holy smokes. Duck around. You must be a cat. You must be a cat. You got 9 lives, my friend. You are a kitty cat. Who is this JT? Who is this JT? Guys, make sure you follow my good friend JT here. He's on your screen somewhere. Another great, insanely awesome reseller. I actually have a box in my dining room right now I need to unload from JT. Got some awesome deals, super excited about. Yeah, I live at the chiropractor. Me and you too. We both do. Good morning. Lives in the house. There's another follow, guys. If you guys see Liv the Hit Fish, find her over on TikTok. If you're a reseller or you're thinking about reselling, you guys have to follow her. She will tell you every brand to get and every brand not to get. I haven't commented here often, but very much appreciate your transparency. New seller and old. Dude, welcome in. Natural State of High. That's a great name, by the way. I love that name. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, love it here. I know, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to get everybody. See, TikTok, this is where you effed up. This is where you messed up, BT dubs. Let's just talk about that. So TT over there kept booting me. They don't want me talking about no brands. They don't want me holding up insane things like this vintage Michael Jackson bad t-shirt. Oh, disgusting. Vintage tag, single stitch. Right? TT would literally freak out about this. They'd be like, restriction, you're talking about selling something. Restriction, it's a brand. Fill out a puzzle piece. Violation, ding, 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 ding. They don't want you to talk about nothing over there. They want you to buy stuff within their app. They want you to talk about the stuff in the app. JT, I don't know how you have gotten away with it over there, talking about what you sell. He talks about whatnot all the time over there. They literally hate it. So JT's got ins. It's rigged. I don't know what is happening. I don't know how he's gotten this to work out over there for him. He doesn't get in trouble. I got naughty puppied over there so many times. My wrist was sore from getting it slapped. So I'm moving you messed up, TT. I'm moving everybody from over there. We're all going to come hang out over here on Whatnot, where they encourage you to talk about brands and reselling, where I don't have to edit what I say. And I can say things like Nike, Ralph Lauren. I can say these words and they don't block me or make me fill out a stinking puzzle piece. All right, that's the rant. She goes on a tangent. All right, this is going to a lyric, which is one of my fave names. I love that name. This is going to a lyric in California. Little wetsuit, that's appropriate. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Pirate Ship. So shipping on Pirate Ship is super easy. You start an account, it's free. Then what you do is you just paste the address from, let's say, the Bay. You paste it in, then you just put in the specs. So I choose envelope and poly bag. We're going to go ahead and put the length in here. This is going to be 11 by 6. And then our weight on this is going to be 2 pounds, 4 ounces. And let's take a look here and see what we're going to spend for shipping this out. Yeah, definitely follow JT, guys. He's awesome. Turtle Type Treasures, welcome in. Yeah, bye, Felicia, for the TT. Hey, you gonna banana me? You gonna banana me? I'm going Whatnot. Auntie, you done messed up, Ron. You done messed up, TT. Oh my goodness. All right. So this one here is gonna go. This is gonna go. UPS, it looks like, is our cheapest option. So that's $7.56. What's cool about Pirate Ship too is you can set it to give you the cheapest options. You can choose something different if you want, but like it always choose the cheapest, and I'm cheap. Guys, I'm sweatpants fancy. I like cheap prices. I'm a saver. I am the person, I got no shame. I will take rolls home off the table at the end of the meal. That's the kind of person I am. I'm a roll taker. Oh my goodness. She just admitted that. I mean, rolls are delicious. Let's just face it. Praise says Silver Sky. Oh my gosh. Turtle tries welcome in. It's better here anyways. Kerosene Kimmy, I agree. I don't mind posting over there. I like posting over there. I made a really, okay, How many of you guys, okay, I can't even talk about it without blushing. Ooh, my face just got so red. Look at my cheeks. Okay, so I signed up to do the TT shop over there, right? And I haven't been very good at it, I'll be honest. I'm really inconsistent. But somebody sent me a free sample, so you're like required to make a video. So I was like, well, and what it was is it's for the vajayjay probiotics. And so I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna make a video on this and not talk about it? So I made a video of a hand puppet. They're really good probiotics. I've actually been taking them. They're very nice. But I made a video of it. So if you guys haven't followed me over there on TT, if you do want to see the world's most ridiculous TikTok shop video, I told Justin after we got done filming it, I was like, two things happen. Either I'm able to sell some of these probiotics and people want them. They really are good. I wouldn't market them if I thought they were crap. But anyways, so I said two things happen. Either people are interested in this and they find it funny, or this gets me kicked off the platform permanently. So they haven't paid me yet. But I bet the company that sent me those vitamins watched it and was like, what the is going on? Why did she do this? Did anybody see this? Sophia says it was so funny. Okay. Oh God! Oh, my father-in-law watched it and he was like crying on the phone. He was laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, someone said take that cheese shaker at the Pizza Home. So I did. I may or may not have come home with a shot glass from time to time. Okay, so now I have to go watch it. I'm telling you, it's one of the, I don't know how long it's going to be out for. I have a sneaking suspicion that the company that sent me these vitamins are probably going to request for it to be taken down. So make sure you watch it before it's gone. It's gonna get taken down. Let's just all be honest about that. All right, but I fulfilled my requirement of doing the video. So what do you want? Okay, next thing we've got here is a shirt. This is a brand I probably won't pick up again. It's just I bought this more because of the aesthetic of it. Unfortunately, I think there's just so many of them. It was kind of hard to sell. It's a brand called Knox Rose. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that sell this and have really good luck with it. I don't sell a whole lot of women's clothes. So I tend to be more of a menswear clothing seller, and then I do a lot of vintage. So when I'm trying to learn from y'all. I'm trying to learn women's lines. I mean, that's how we learn, right? We watch people that sell women's clothes. We're learning. I got this for $1, so no big deal. I just liked the aesthetic of it. The fact that it's got all that like Aztec, Southwestern, boho look to it, I knew I would sell it. It only sold for $10, but I only paid $1 for it. So, it wasn't a loss or anything like that. I think the reason, because there was a whole bunch of these for sale, I think the reason that this one sold is probably because of the keywords. So I don't think I've been on here long enough for everybody to know about it. So I'm what's called a keyword seller. Or I've called myself that. I'm a keyword seller. So most of my items sell because of a keyword. So 50% of the stuff that I sell online is because it's name brand. And then the other 50% I sell is because it's an aesthetic, meaning that it's a style that's popular in a group of people. And so I created this list. It's called the Master Keywords list, and it is over 500 keywords. I actually have a new one I need to add in there, thinking about it. It's over 500 keywords, and then it's over 35 different aesthetics. So let's say that you were going to sell a top like this. For instance, I believe in my heart of hearts that this is why we are able to sell as much as we sell. My sell-through rate for how much I list and how much I sell every day is my margins are really good. And I think it's because of the keywords. So for instance, on this, I use the keywords. So what I do is I write out my description and then I put my little disclaimer. My disclaimer is simple. It just says, please inspect photos to approved condition. Clothing returns not accepted, so please confirm your measurements. Combined shipping discounts, pictures of actual items from a smoke-free home, fast shipping from Texas. So that's my little disclaimer. underneath my disclaimer is where I put my keywords, and I just copy and paste them from my master keywords list. So for this one, it was boho, boho chic, bohemian, hippie, earthy, boho fashion, embroidered, fairycore, fairy, ethereal, cottagecore, festival, festival season, music festival, music, and Woodstock. Being able to put that, there was like 10 of these other ones for sale. And I know, and I just listed this, like my number, I'm on like 1,700. So I just listed this and it sold. And I know that mine sold. It's not because it was a ton cheaper than the other ones. It literally is just because the search engine optimization is able to pull from my listing and get that listed. So I put it down in my descriptions. And then also for those of you that have already purchased that keywords list, make sure you're getting at least one of those keywords or two up into the title, if you can afford the space on your title characters, and then also in your themes in eBay. There's a section in your script item specifics where it says theme, and you can also put those there. For instance, on this one, this was titled Knox Rose Embroidered Tank Top Fringe Sleeveless, and then it says size large, bohemian, festival, hippie. So I was able to get 3 keywords in there. So here's what happens. Someone's searching for cute boho top for festival hippie style. Let's just say someone types that in. Because I have those up in my title, I have them in my theme, and I have them tucked in my description. That sends 3 messages out to the search engine that my listing is going to meet the needs of the person searching for it. So it just helps to elevate you up in the listing a little bit without having to to spend as much money on like the percentages that you're spending for advertising. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, but if you're interested in knowing what the keywords list is, if you go over to any of my social medias, so YouTube, the TikTokies, the IGs, if you go over there, just nice comps, and you click where the link tree is, it'll pull the menu down and you can see the master keywords list. Once you purchase this document, it's forever. So I'm just going to be going in as I find new aesthetics, and I do have one I need to list in there. Charity, remember to do this. I'm going to be editing that document. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put new. So next to anything, I'm either going to highlight it in a different color or something so that as you see this, if you see the new aesthetic, you're able to copy that aesthetic and then put it in your list wherever you keep it. I keep mine just in my notes section on my phone. So wherever you keep it, so that you'll always have it. So it's a for all time, forever and ever and ever. So oh God, did you put that in there? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. God is so good about that. He always puts my link in. I never think to do that. The Bay, careful, they don't like it. They don't like the other word here. Yes, the Bay. The Bay. Yes. Yes, search engine words. Got so much stuff to do now. What to sell? I know, right? I am you and you are me. I am learning women's too, but men's is my specialty. Liv is probably. No, I'm not even gonna say probably. Liv is the closest reseller to me for selling the same items that's a female. So there's a lot of men out there selling menswear, but there are not as many females selling menswear. And so, Liv, when I think of somebody else that I think sells so many of the same things I do, it's you. Now, what's great about Liv and what I've learned so much from her, I've learned a ton of stuff from her, but blazers. So blazers are not something, and men's dress pants, it's not something I ever thought about. I didn't know anything about it. And she is so good at explaining them. She knows the cuts and the patterns and the brands. So guys, if you're wanting to learn menswear and you want to learn some of the more like fancy guy stuff, because I do a lot of Levi's, I do a lot of Ralph Lauren polo, I know a ton about those. But when it comes to suits and stuff like that, she's your girl, man. She's been teaching me a ton. Thank you so much for promoting the show. Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Retro Locker, welcome in. Lucy Gossi. Riz says the pink glove had me. Oh my goodness. Yep. All right, you guys. All right, let's keep going here. Never sold anything till about a month ago on here. So congratulations. I'm newer to Whatnot too. I have only been over here for about 2.5 months now. So, and we were only doing one show a week at the beginning. Now we're doing Tuesday nights is theme night. We do a costume and a theme. Last night we did athleisure. And then Thursdays is like a something. I never know what I'm going to do on Thursdays. It's basically like whatever I can get together. It's either name brand or it's vintage or it's a smorgasbord. It's kind of like a whatever we thrift, whatever we get is on Thursday nights. And then Saturdays, we're doing all day garage sailing. So we start at 8 in the morning. We go until the garage sales are over. I stay live the whole time. We are working on an internet solution to get those to look better. But then we pull over at a gas station and we do take 5, where we run 5 items as fast as we can. And then I get back to the sales. And then on Sunday, I do a huge, gigantic one. And that is everything that we picked up Saturday from either garage sailing or thrifting. So, what do you say? Liv says, yes, girl, blazers are some, yeah, you do so good with the blazers. Speaking of, need to message you about a Levi's jacket. Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Please do. Please do. Liv, you found that Levi's for Gals line item. Those are really, really hard to come by. And that was a really, if I remember correctly, that was a really unique Levi's for Gals logo too. Wasn't it I think it was in a different color than they usually are. So that was a crazy little find. Man, I love it. I love watching y'all's videos on what you find because I'm just such a nerd about it. And I'm such a nerd for labels. I know it sounds so weird, but like I can sit and study. Like I will sit and study like here's a Tommy Bahama. This is a silk Tommy Bahama, right? I will study that label. I will figure out exactly the year that came out. I believe this came out in 93. So I just love that kind of stuff. One of the most unique pieces I've ever found. Now, I ran this, y'all. I ran this because we don't cherry pick. We run everything. I ran this on Whatnot and no one picked it up. Y'all be snoozing. This is a goat skin button up Robert Comstock. I didn't think it was going to be worth that much. This thing is like $100. So everybody snoozed on that one. I was like, when I finally looked it up, I was like, oh my Lord, that's expensive. I was surprised, but hey, I get it. I was watching, whose was it? It might have been Hustle's. I Can Hustle All Day. He's great too. Great person to follow. I was watching him, let's see, a week or two ago. And then I had taken a picture of something he was selling. And then I was going to go in and Google image it, see if I wanted to get it. And then I didn't wind up getting it, or I wasn't fast enough, or whatever the situation was. And I didn't think anything about it. And then I went in to make a video and I was looking back through my pictures and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I went in and Google imaged it. Man, I snoozed on that one. I should have just got exactly what it was. And I didn't. It was like a luxury brand women's dress of some sorts. It was dead stock. It was vintage. Banger. Someone got a banger. Somebody got a banger. All right. So this is going to Lisa in California. And P.O. boxes and California always wind up being more expensive for me to ship. Fortunately, this is only going to cost us $4.25, which is great. Thank goodness it's lightweight. For some reason, California P.O. boxes, they're always more expensive for me to ship to. So we're going to go ahead and get this printed out. She paid $5.99 for shipping. We're paying $4.25. Covers the original cost. I mean, we maybe made like $9 on that, but it's okay. We got to hang out and talk about it. They slept on that 80s blue tag Nike shirt, dude, all day. I'm telling you. I ran when we did that vintage pop-up. I have that Nike and I still have it. I have that Nike track jacket, the 2XL. It's got the center swoosh. It's got the air embroidered down the back. That thing's a 100-boned banger all day. I had that thing up for $7 and nobody took it. I was like, y'all crazy. I try to nudge you. I'll be like, you guys, wink, wink if I were you. I mean, and hey, here's the deal. I'm not going to be right about everything all the time. I don't claim to be an expert on clothing. I'm still learning. But sometimes every once in a while, there's a piece where I'm just like, last night, those Nike runners, those Nike running jackets, those things go for big money. They're like $126 to $135, depending on the size new. I mean, I couldn't give those away last night. It was so weird. I was just like, what is going on? So, you know what, though? It is what it is. Hey, I'm just happy for people to get deals and steals. That's what I'm happy for, and then to be able to go out and get more stuff to source. Okay. Let's see. Let's pop over to Poshy. I think we only have one thing on here, and then we're gonna raid my good friend D here in just a second. So this sold over on Poshy. We've got a Simpsons puzzle. This is dead stock. This is a 2002, and I ran this too. I ran this on WN, and we picked it up. Nobody picked it up. I was like, really? So I sold it for 23 bucks over on the old Poshy. And getting some paper, snuggle it in, real nice Clark, make him pretty. It's a great thing about Poshy is it doesn't really matter the weight. You stuff some paper in, you stuff a sticker in, you call it good. Oh my goodness. Sublime work. Sublime work. And you even with that. How many of those sticker things? Okay, we got 5 left. So what this is down here, this is stickers and a rainy day note. So what you're going to get a little bundle of stickers from me. And then you're also going to get a little personal note. Now that note is going to come sealed. And it's going to be for a rainy day. So when you're having a SHITTY day and you need something that's just like a little bit of a pick-me-up, a make me happy, a tell me I can do this, I'm going to personally write each of these, and I'm going to make each of them kind of unique, just so that it can, because it's a human to human. So it's going to be a little bit unique, a little bit cute, a little fun, and just something for those days. It's like what I wouldn't give for my mom, can't even talk about it, to write me one of those again. Gosh. Life's short, guys. Love your moms. Hug your moms. Love your people. All right, we're going to print this out. So this is going to David in Indiana. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. And like I said, what do we say? It ran for like 23 or something like that. So let's get this off to our friend here. And I have one other item, but I'm going to have to find a box for it. So I'm just going to show you guys what it is because I'm going to have to go in the garage and look for something. So this is a Peter Grimm hat. I ran this as well. Peter Grimm hat. This is a little bit of an older one. Super cute little like festival slash straw hat situation. Really, really cute little hat. I picked this up I got this in a lot of vintage stuff that I bought. So I probably paid, I don't know, $1 or $2 for it. And it sold for 21 bucks. But I got to find a box that's going to work for it because I don't want it to get bent. So we're going to have to hunt through the garage on that. A moment I needed that. Yeah. Poolside on a cruise. Auntie, you're killing me. That's where I want to be. Poolside. That sounds great. Southern Treasures. Guys, this is one of my good friends, Southern Treasures, Mac. She is freaking awesome. Such a ridiculous human being. I love her so much. Oh my goodness. Could have used that after my first show. Seriously. Hey, if you guys want it, we got 5 left. So get one for yourself or gift one out. It's up to you if you want to grab one of those. It's $3 and the shipping should be like 73 cents. I had to charge $3 because Whatnot charges me a fee and I had to pay taxes on it too, which is insane. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make sure I clear that. So, all right. So that is it for me. What do we got going on? And then we're gonna get my good friend D rated here. So tomorrow we've got some sort of whatnot. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It's going to be a surprise set, basically. I got to go out to the garage. I got to sort stuff today, figure out what we're going to do. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be fire. It always is. You know, if you know, then you know. So we're going to do that tomorrow. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Time. Then on Friday, we'll be back here either doing shipping or we'll be just working. And I've got, tons of clothing I need to photograph as well. So we got to get that up. And then on Saturday is all day garage sale. So all day that starts at 8 a.m. Central. And then Sunday afternoon is our big mega haul. So make sure you guys go through our whatnot and just bookmark everything. That's going to be the only way for you to get a reminder because I am not going live on TT anymore. I'm not going live on IG. I am only live here and then this just feeds over and streams into our YouTube. We are all about keeping it simple, keeping it manageable, so that Charity doesn't pull herself in too many ways. So make sure you guys go through that and get all those bookmarks. Mom of Havoc, good to see you. I hope you are enjoying your key lift. And yes, I have a new aesthetic to put in there, so hopefully I'll get that up in the next day or so for you guys as well. So, okay, I'm out of here, guys. Stick around. So I'm going to take you guys into a good friend of mine. Her name is Dee in Texas. Cute as a button, super nice gal, inexpensive starts, quality items. I actually even have a box from her right now of something I bought that I need to get photographed. It's a beaver hat, like actually made of beaver. So crazy. Speaking of beaver, make sure you guys go over to TT and watch that video too before it gets taken down, because I'm telling you, it's gonna end up getting pulled. So all right, guys, we're gonna do that. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And Southern, I feel the same way about you. Oh Lord, the turtle said it so fast. It's so inappropriate. I love everything about it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get D-rated here and let her know Nice Comp sent you in, and say hi for me. All right, you guys, have a great day.